Alright guys, this is part 2 of Final Fantasy X PlayStation 4 Remastered version running on the Xbox One S. What I'm doing now is I am giving you a better perspective. I have moved my camera closer to the screen. I zoomed in the camera closer to the TV so you guys can see this upscale detail a little bit better. We're going to go through the same thing we went on my previous part, and we'll continue it here. Keep in mind, this is my camera like quarter of a feet, not even a quarter of a feet, like zoomed in very close to my TV. I'm trying to give you this detail as much as possible. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose here. I mean, I don't know how much more of smooth upscale can you get than this. Granted, this is a remastered version, but still, you can't see any jagged edges in this game. And I'm like really zoomed in, like I'm like really close to my TV, you know. And it's zoomed in like as close as it can be. And what you guys are seeing is exactly what I'm seeing. Here, I'll zoom in even more. There it is. I even zoomed a little bit more for you guys to see it. And just look, just look how good it looks.
Tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
So I don't know, you guys tell me, like how much more of a...
His name is Jack.
How much of an upscale do you need than this? And this is why I refuse to play on just traditional TV. Why, when I can have Xbox One S smooth those jagged edges? If I was to play this game on my traditional TV, these jagged edges would just pop out. The game would look sharp, don't get me wrong, but those jagged edges would pop out. And this is the reason why Xbox One S is using HDMI 2.0 and requests for you to use 2.0 input to run your Xbox One S. Because all that transfer data and the upscaling, all that stuff takes information. And look, I'm like really zoomed into this game. There's barely any jagged edges. They're non-existent in this game. Okay, I'll just say it like this. When you upscale this to your Xbox One S on Final Fantasy X, there's no jagged edges. Jagged edges are gone, man. You would need like a microscope to find one jagged edge on here. That's how good it looks. Alright, we're going to be going through some waves over here. There's going to be some strong waves occurrence happening on the sea.
You're here? Are you not?
I mean, the game looks beautiful. You just look at this detail. Yeah, it is being recorded. Look at this is my hand. Look how close I am. Yeah, look at it. Like a dinosaur. I mean, it looks fantastic. Just look how sharp and clean it looks. This is why when you lose them annoying jagged edges, the game looks much better. It's smoother. I really am not a huge fan of jagged edges, man. Sure, it looks sharp and everything, but those jagged edges is just like makes the game look, I don't know, out of place, like Legos or something. Keep in mind, this is a PlayStation 2 game. You know, being remastered for PlayStation 4, and now being upscaled via Xbox One S for 4K upscale.
Sid is going for Killinger. We gotta distract him. Our families are in Killinger. Forgive us, Lady Summer.
Look at her hair, like just barely any. Look at like barely any jagged. There's no jagged edges in this game. They're non-existent.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. And yes, it is running through the Xbox One S Upscale. Again, there's no lag, nothing, no lag at all. Here, no lag. Just look how beautiful it looks, man. But also keep in mind, my camera is not doing it justice. You have to see this for yourself. And another thing that I always keep reminding people is you have to calibrate your TV, man. I don't know how many times I said this, but you got to make sure you calibrate your TV properly for the content that you're going to be using it. Now, if you're going to be watching movies, then the calibration has to be a little bit different than opposed to the gaming. If you're going to be watching sports, then the calibration for that has to be different as well. You got to know, what are you calibrating your TV for? Are you calibrating your TV for a gaming? Okay, then you do a calibration for a gaming and you save it. You're doing a calibration for a movie, then you do a proper calibration for a movie and save it. If you're doing a calibration for a sports, then you do a proper calibration for a sports. I mean, sports and news, it's pretty much the same shit. You know, I would make that same calibration for that. But you have to make sure that you calibrate properly. That's why sometimes certain things don't look good on your TV. It's not because your TV sucks, it's because you haven't calibrated your TV properly. And I have stressed this in my videos a lot. Now, there is trick to calibration. You know, there is a trick to a calibration. You have to have a little bit of knowledge on how to calibrate properly. You know, that's a key thing too as well. Let's use Sonic. Let's use Black Magic. Hold on, here we go. Fire. But yeah, this is the game is being zoomed in. Here, I'll prove it to you. The game was being zoomed in and was zoomed in. So, you know, look, I'll even go further down. Look how far I'm going. And barely you can see any jagged edges. They're like non-existent, man. So, there you have it. So, okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Hopefully this part 2 gives you an idea why calibration is important and why 1080p native source it's important for your upscale to look good. You know, hopefully this clarifies a few things. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.